How can an airliner just vanish? For 40 minutes, flight MH370 was routine. Then everything unravels in a chain of events so weird, even the experts are struggling for answers. Starting here, the place where the flight drops off civilian radar and does a U-turn, a kind of no man's land between air traffic controllers.
If you wanted to make an aircraft disappear, this is probably one of the places that you would want it to happen. Basically, you could stop talking to one controller as he handed you off, and then not contact the next controller.
There are only three ways that the aircraft could have turned. That is, someone in the cockpit manually flying, turning the control wheel to alter the heading of the aircraft, or to be flying the aircraft through the autopilot by using the mode control panel up here, or a route could have been pre-programmed into the navigation computer. The first two theories mean that there was someone in the cockpit, and if that was the case, why were there no radio calls?
Fast forward to here, where the aircraft skims along the border of Malaysia and Thailand.
It flew in and out of the countries 8 times. This is probably very accurate flying rather than just a coincidence, as both air traffic controllers in both those countries would probably assume that the aircraft was in the other country's jurisdiction and therefore not really pay any attention.
Two other theories surround the possibility of a total electrics failure or maybe a severe fire. The 777 has many backup systems for its electricals, so even if it all failed, then there's a battery that's connected to the captain's instruments and one of the radios, so a radio call could have been made. But even if that had failed, you have a propeller that drops out the back of the aircraft called a ram air turbine that would provide enough electrical power to run the basics, including a radio.
Now, perhaps Captain Hardy's most chilling idea to explain this odd hooking manoeuvre around the island of Penang.
There was actually 3 turns, not 1. It turned left, then a long right turn, and then left again. Someone was taking a long, emotional look at Penang. I looked on the internet and had a look to see where the crew members were from, and the captain was from the island of Penang.
A year on then, still lots of questions, no real answers. Richard Westcott, BBC News.